What's up guys, Dragon back here to help you get better for Season 7. So first of all is you got to pick your role. So you want to determine where you want to play the most of your games. So let's say I wanted to play support, I'd have to pick which style of support I'd want to play, and this goes for every single role. So here's a table of, you can go ahead and pause the video and look it over. So for support, I made up 3 categories: engage, peel, harass, and for engage is Braum, Thresh, Tahm Kench, Leona, Blitz, and Nautilus. For peel is Janna, Soraka, Nami, Thresh. So Thresh is in both of these. He's good at both, and if you pick him up, you'll be able to play 2 different laning styles. So you could engage whenever you hit level 2, or back off if they hit level 2 before you. So with AD carry, it's pretty simple. You have damage, not Sivir Ashe, and then utility, which is Sivir and Ashe. Yes, Ashe deals damage, but she doesn't need damage to be useful. For jungle, you have Farm Simulator, Shyvana, Master Yi, Nocturne. They really focus on farming, not too much ganking. Yeah, they'll gank at level 6, but until then you won't see them out of their jungle. For heavy gankers, obviously the assassin junglers, and then you have some tank junglers like Olaf, Hecarim, Lee Sin is a big one, Maokai will gank a lot. For top, there are 3 to 4 categories. You have tank, assassin, duelist, and sometimes you'll see a mage up there like Lysandra or even Cassiopeia or Malzahar. So for tanks, you have the obvious tanks who build nothing but health and defenses. Assassins build nothing but damage, and then duelists will build a little of each. Irelia will go Triforce into maybe another damage item if she's ahead, maybe an early Sunfire or Guardian Angel. Fiora builds tanky damage, so like Black Cleaver, Titanic. Jax, I don't know, I haven't seen Jax in forever. Mid, again, you have really 2 major assassins, but then you have the tanky mages who build more health along with their damage, like Aurelion Sol will build Rylai's, the other Hextech item, not Proto Belt. Cho'Gath will build Rylai's, Swain, not Rylai's, Rod of the Ages. Swain will build Rod into Rylai's. So you have to pick first which role, support, AD carry, jungle, top, mid, and then which subcategory you want to main. Obviously, outside of that, you'll have to be good at multiple things. So let's say I pick support. I want to play appeal support, so I pick these 4. I'll obviously know how to play Thresh as an engage after playing him as appeal. So you'll want to know which subcategory you want to main and play 85 to 90% of your games, but then obviously pick up a second role. So if I pick support, I'd probably pick top and pick tank. Pick Shen Nautilus, who'd also be able to peel for their AD carry outside of laning phase. So obviously know how to play each role. If you're stuck Orianna mid, you should be able to go 0-0-0 and stay somewhat close and farm. That's all really laning is. Just don't die and stay close to your enemy laner. So onto rune pages, you need probably 3 to 4 rune pages. 1 for AD carry, 1 for mid lane, so that would be AP, 1 for top and jungle, so this would be the AD carry page but with no attack speed. And then you'd need a support page. Support pages can differ a lot, so for Thresh I have scaling ability power, AD, health, but then for something like Janna and Nami I would take this page which has magic pen, cooldown reduction, armor quints, and then armor seals. Into a custom game, just you versus no one, and work on some farming. So here what you want to do, no items, no runes, no masteries, get every single minion. This is one of the easier custom drills to do. There are 4 or 5 different variations of this that'll help you work on CSing, help you work on your laning phase. It's especially hard for mid laners who have weird attack animations. You'd have to learn each attack animation and how that differs. So Anivia has a really slow attack animation, while someone like Victor has a fairly fast, almost like an AD carry, attack animation. Supports, you don't really have to work on this, but it'll be good to practice it if you're up against tower. So don't put any skill ups and only last hit. this is the drill, and do this for about 15 minutes at a time maybe. So you want to watch these two. I deal a little bit, I want to say less than 56 damage, so we'll see right here. 55 damage. So that one I missed. I could have hit the first one earlier, hitting the second one earlier, and getting the third one. So that's just, you have to catch up on those. So this one I see 2 minions are hitting this back one, so that one's going to die sooner. Mistimed it. That's good. That was a good one. You can click on the minion and see the health bar, but this isn't really good because you can't see what minions are about to hit it. So, wasn't looking on that one. So here, this is getting a little more difficult the more minions that are hitting one minion. Wow, I saw it. So you want to do this for about 15 minutes, getting as many minions as possible, and count how many you miss. With the no runes, no masteries, you'll obviously be dealing a lot less damage than what you would be in a normal game, so it'll be easier to CS in a ranked game, in a normal game with friends. So this is something you do when you have 15 minutes. Just CS, no runes, no masteries. Yeah, you'll have to delete a rune page if you don't have a bunch, but you'll be able to put it back right after the game. The cannon's always the hardest. It's hard to judge their health. So with your levels, you'll be getting more AD, making it a little bit easier to last hit. With the wave pushing like this, it'll be more difficult than them being even, because you're killing them, doing damage for your minions so they don't have to. So that one was getting hit by a lot more, but I know that one on the right was getting 1v1 by the melee, so they'd be down around the same time. You want to see which your caster minions are hitting, because that minion will most likely be the one to die first. Sometimes minions can change what they're hitting, so if an enemy champion attacks one of your champions, the minions will switch to the champion if it's in range. So then the minions will stop hitting the minion they're hitting, meaning it'll stop taking damage. So if you time it so that you'll kill it on the caster's auto, but then they don't auto, you might lose it to a melee minion. So after 15, however long you want to try this, the next drill would be to never stop auto attacking. Just always auto with it and not on cooldown. So right there I was going to miss the cannon no matter what. This is good for level 2 pushing in bot lane. It's very important to use your level 2 advantage. That's where you'd get most of your first bloods in a normal lane. This you'll have to experiment with to see where you want to put your auto. So you'll miss a lot of minions doing this, but it'll be good. Alright, so that one there was no way I was going to auto it. Alright, so I'll wait, let it reset to make it fair. So once the first minion dies, so we'll be leashing right now, leashing, come back, and you just want to start auto attacking, pushing for that level 2. This is mainly for bot lane. Mid lane you'll be pushing for level 2. So bot lane, it would be you kill one entire wave and then the first 3 melee minions. In mid lane, you're getting more XP, so it would be the first wave and then 1 melee minion. Getting the level 2 spike, you have a lot. You have 2 abilities versus their 1 ability. So on someone like Vayne, it would be good. You'd have your Tumble and Silver Bolts, so you'd be able to get the 3rd proc on, while if someone like Ezreal did only have their Q and auto. So you'd be able to dodge with the Tumble on their Q, making their Q useless. And then you'd have your Silver Bolts proc, which would deal like an extra 100 damage, let's say. So you'd win the trade right away. With mid lane, playing someone like Ahri, you'd have maybe Spirit Fire and your Orb of Deception. Or if you want to take Charm for a level 2 gank from your jungler, you'd have that CC with you. So not CSing too well, you'd want to have around 50 CS at 650. And once you get close to perfect, then you should move on to the next one. The next one, as you'll see next wave, is you want to get their minions under tower. So the way you do that is, alright, I'm going to need to take tumble for this. You want to go intercept this creep wave and just wait right here. You want to let it build up so that your minions die under their tower. So as you'll see, this wave will stop here, and this wave will get under tower. So now all of your minions will be dying under tower to the tower and their minions, which will push it back into your tower. So we'll go over some outside things to help you get better. This is humanbenchmark.com. It's a reaction time test, so it'll stay red, and then it'll change to green, and you have to click on it. And you get 5 tries, and then it adds it up together. This takes not too long, probably a minute for 5 tries. So once you get the 5, it'll give you an average, and that average will be your score, and then you just want to improve that, getting your reaction time up. I don't have the fastest reaction time, but I'll be able to predict things. Oh, I'm auto-attacking. So under tower, for range minions, it's 1 tower and a little bit. I'm not going to be able to kill that because I don't have enough damage. For melee minions, it's 2 shots, and then cannon minions are hard to judge. It's just based on their health. I don't know a set number of how many it can take. So you want to time it so you have enough damage to kill them at the health. So now it's going to be pushing back into them. This will be another hard mode of CSing because I have so many minions. . 64 damage is not a lot to work with. Ooh, 63. So I'm going to cheat and use tumble. Alright, so that's that. Then once you get good at CSing under your tower, not stopping auto-attacking, so auto-attacking every time it's off of cooldown, I guess. Then you can add in a bot, and then what you want to do with the bot is always keep it below half health. If it's around half health, it'll stay in lane. So what you'd want to do is, if these are my minions and their minions are up here, you'd want to stay right where the 2 melee minions are fighting each other. You want to stay right next to that, so you'd be in range to, I don't know, gap close if you're someone and trade with them again. Or just farm. You'd be in range to get all the minions, but you'd also be in range to trade with them. Then the next exercise, you get a friend, if you have any, and have them play someone like Karthus or Ezreal, someone who just throws out skill shots, and then work on dodging those skill shots. Karthus is good because he can hit you through the minions, so if I'm standing here, Karthus can hit me. Ezreal would be good for practicing against someone like Blitzcrank, where you'd have to put a minion in between you and Ezreal to dodge that ability. So those are the 4 or 5 CSing drills. So another good game to play is Aim Booster. You can click on speed, and then the target will start small, grow big, and then at a certain size, about this size, it'll go back down to small, and if you miss it, you get 1 strike, you get 3 strikes. So you just gotta click them as fast as they come up, and at 3 strikes, you're out. Just working on, and that's it. So working on how many you can hit, it'll get you better and better. And then another thing to do while you're practicing in a normal game is just Google metronome. It's the first link. Put it on 20 beats per minute, which is 1 every 3 seconds, and start it. Every time it clicks, you look at the mini-map. So this will just remind you to keep your map awareness. So every time it clicks, look at the mini-map. Go back to CS and go back to trading, clicks, look at the mini-map. This will help you watch for jungle ganks. This will help you know where their laners are. So if top lane isn't there, he'll probably be in base looking to teleport bot. That's a big thing. They'll buy, and then they'll teleport bot. And that's an annoying, maybe 4-man gank with the jungler. So just looking at the minimap, you'll see he's not there. Back off a little. Be ready for the teleport gank. It's not about backing off completely and sitting under tower. It's about being ready for it, and once you see it, get out, because teleport's 4.5 seconds, plenty of time to just run away from their laners. If they have someone like Leona or Blitzcrank, once they look like they're getting in range of their E or their hook, just start backing off, because that means they have someone there. And if not, once they blow that ability, then you're safe to go in and trade. So these are how to get better using the basics, such as picking a champion, working on CSing, and helping you get better with your mechanics outside of the game. Next time we'll work on trading and lane matchups.